Elon Musk, SpaceX, Starlink booms, while Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin project Kuiper tanks. What is going on over there? Layoffs? Lots of them. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much once again joining me for tea time. Today we have a little bit of misty morning, and that is it. Clean, refreshing, so good. I hope you're joining me with your cup of tea, maybe a cup of coffee, hanging out, talking tech, talking photo, talking video. Today is a technology day. We're going to be talking about SpaceX, as well as Blue Origin, Elon Musk, and Bezos, as I call him, Bozo over there, and his project Kuiper. It's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. I've read about 3 or 4 articles speaking about this, and I kind of combined them all together. I want to give you the information, the lowdown, the behind the scenes, what's going on, and I'm going to give you my speculation, what I think, my commentary, of course. But when we're done, I want to hear from you down below. I want to know what you think about all this. Is it possible for Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin and Project Kuiper to be able to even compete with SpaceX Starlink? Now, in the past, I've said that they'll never get off the ground. It just won't happen. But I could be wrong. So we're going to go through these articles, and then, of course, I want to hear from you. Like I said, if you enjoy the content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like, share. Sharing is the most important thing. Share with your community, your friends, family, colleagues, wherever. Share on Reddit, Facebook, wherever you can. Share the video, share the channel. That would be very, very helpful. And if you want more SpaceX Starlink content, I've put together over 420 videos just for you. I'll put a link here. Like I always say, don't click it yet. I put a link here. Go back to it when you're done watching this video and click on that. Check it out. Once again, over 420 videos. Helpful how-tos, tips, tricks, what to do, what not to do, what to buy, what not to buy, how to create a mesh network, all kinds of goodies. Check that out when you're done watching this video. And if you want to say thank you for all of my hard work, there's a little thank you button right down here. Click on that, give $1 or $2 if you like. If not, it's perfectly fine. Consider becoming a member of the channel. That would be even better. And if you haven't downloaded any of my ebooks, check them out. Go to JCristina.com/books. Once again, JCristina.com/books. So, housekeeping is all done. Let's get right into this article. Blue Origin's uphill battle against SpaceX, the layoffs and the lag. In an unexpected move, Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin has announced a significant restructuring, including a 10% layoff of its workforce, which translates into over 1,000 employees. This decision, detailed in an email from CEO Dave Limp on February 13th, 2025, that's yesterday, underscores a broader narrative of strategic reevaluation amid intense competition in the space industry, particularly from SpaceX and Starlink project. Absolutely. SpaceX's head start. Under Elon Musk's leadership, SpaceX has solidified its status as a giant in space technology, particularly through its expansive Starlink satellite constellation. SpaceX's lead is not just in the number of satellites launched, but also in the operational tempo and innovation pace. With thousands of SpaceX Starlink satellites already in orbit, providing global internet coverage, SpaceX has a significant advantage in experience, infrastructure, and market presence. Facts. Blue Origin's challenges. Blue Origin's Project Kuiper aims to compete directly with SpaceX Starlink, planning to deploy over 3,000 satellites. However, catching up requires not only technological prowess, but also overcoming logistical and regulatory hurdles. The recent layoffs highlight a company attempting to pivot towards agility and focus, but this might also signal struggles in scaling operations to match SpaceX's cadence. Manufacturing and innovation gaps. The gap in manufacturing efficiency and innovation speed is palpable. While SpaceX has mastered the art of rapid rocket production and reusable technology, Blue Origin is still in the early stages of scaling its New Glenn production. The complexity of building a competitive satellite constellation involves not just launching hardware, but assuring that each satellite operates efficiently within the network. Here, SpaceX's years of experience give it a strategic advantage. Leadership and organizational culture. Dave Limp, a former Amazon executive with no prior aerospace experience, was brought in by Bezos to instill decisiveness and organizational efficiency. Okay. His approach to leadership and the massive overhaul in staff composition suggests a significant shift in culture towards a leaner, more focused operation. However, the transition from consumer products to the high-stakes aerospace industry presents unique challenges, particularly in competing with a company like SpaceX, which has a deeply ingrained culture of innovation and risk-taking. Risk-taking is so important. This is what NASA didn't do for so many years, and then all of a sudden Elon Musk, SpaceX did, and look what happened. It continues. The road ahead. Despite these layoffs, Blue Origin aims to hire hundreds in areas critical to its new strategy. Limp's optimism about the company's future is clear, yet the road to becoming a formidable competitor to SpaceX will be fraught with challenges. Blue Origin's quest to rival SpaceX and its Starlink constellation is not merely a business endeavor. It's a saga of survival where speed, innovation, and strategic foresight reign supreme. The layoffs, though harsh, could be the crucible in which a new, more agile Blue Origin emerges. Yet, the clock ticks mercilessly. Whether Blue Origin can adopt and scale at a breakneck pace required to challenge SpaceX's dominance over the heavens hangs in the balance, a battle whose outcome might well define the future of space exploration itself. Great article. I 100%, I agree with this. Could this be something good for them by reducing their staff? Once again, making a more agile Blue Origin? It's possible. But seeing what Jeff Bezos has done in the past, I just don't see it, okay? He does not take the amount of risk that Elon Musk does. The speed, the cadence is just simply not there. Jeff Bezos cannot out-innovate, out-launch, out-anything Elon Musk, SpaceX, Starlink. It's just not possible, in my personal opinion. Now, I think the deeper issue here is the 10% layoff. If that 10% was in a specific department, let's say it's R&D. All right, you've done all of your research and development. You know exactly what you're doing. You have your schematics. Everything's ready to go. We want to take all of these people, the 1,000 people that got fired, and then hire 1,000 more to do production. Let's just say. Then I would say, okay, that makes sense. But that's not what we're seeing. We're seeing a decay of Blue Origin. The 10% layoff for 1,000 plus people is throughout the entire corporation. That's the engineers, the programmers, the R&Ders, everyone. They literally are losing 10% right across the entire gamut. That is a problem. That is a shrinking business instead of an expanding business. A really close friend to the show does some work with SpaceX Starlink, all right? And he has a business, or is part of a business, and that business went from 35 employees last year to just over 200 employees this year. What does that mean? That's exponential growth, right? That's not shrinkage. That's expansion. That means that the business is doing well. We cannot say the same thing here with Blue Origin. It just simply can't. You know, I was doing some research on other rocket companies, right? What are the rocket companies that are their competitors, let's say? Of course, you have Northrop Grumman, you have Rocket Labs, you have ULA, you have SpaceX. These are like the major competitors. But then I just researched it a little bit deeper. I said, okay, out of all of these 5 companies, which one has never put a satellite into orbit? And the answer is Blue Origin. That to me is ridiculous in its face. The only prototypes that were ever launched for Project Kuiper was done by ULA, United Launch Alliance. They couldn't launch their own damn satellites. So, once again, this is, I think, a systemic problem. I think this is a deeper problem. And I believe that by Jeff Bezos hiring a guy, an executive that's in Amazon, that has absolutely no aerospace knowledge at all, is just perplexing to me. Now, there's something to be said about hiring someone in that doesn't know the underpinnings of what's going on and that's going to only do the things that they know how to do, right? Is to really just guide them, make things leaner and just... No. The best manager, the best boss is the boss that is actually managing a team that is doing things that that boss already knows how to do. It's very difficult to be able to implement strategy when you don't know what your workforce is actually doing or how they do it. You don't know what the cadence of speed is. You don't know how complex things is, how much time it takes, whatever. You just don't know. You don't know nothing. That's all you know is Amazon. It just doesn't make sense to me, right? So is this a good move or a bad move? I want to know from you. What do you think? Do you think that Jeff Bezos, or as I call him, Jeff Bozo, should have hired Mr. Limp? I don't think so. I really don't. And do I think that they're going to be able to get 3,200, and I believe it's 36 satellites into orbit before their contract or their license, let's say, is expired by, I think it's the end of 2026? The answer to that is hell no. Absolutely not. They just said that they were going to launch a New Glenn, right? They launched one. It worked after 10 years. Congratulations, Blue Origin. They're going to launch another one, supposedly in spring. Do you believe that Blue Origin will launch another New Glenn by spring? I don't. I really don't. But even if they did, how many launches are they going to get this year? If they launch one by spring, what are they going to get? One more maybe in the fall? I don't know. We're going to have like 2 or 3 launches in a year. What are you going to do with that? Nothing. Zip. That's my personal opinion. Once again, what say you? What do you think? Is it possible for Jeff Bezos' Project Kuiper to compete with Elon Musk, SpaceX, Starlink? Is it possible? We see it in the news. We see it all over the place. All you hear is this chit chat on YouTube and all of these faceless channels predicting how Project Kuiper is going to be like the next best thing to slice bread and so on and so forth, and how there's a pie phone coming. A whole bunch of nonsense. And that is just one thing I want to close with on this video. And I talked about this in my live on Friday. If you guys want to do yourself a favor, if you see any channels talking about technology that doesn't seem right, and the channel is faceless, meaning that's all it is B-roll and then someone talking, which most likely is not even a real person, take it with a grain of salt, because chances are it is fake news, a ton of it, all right? So I think today we need to be a little bit more discerning of the YouTube channels that we frequent. Once again, the faceless channels, I would put absolutely no worth into them at all. Anyways, let me know what you think down below. Don't forget to throw this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, share it with your community, do all of those things. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools and my merch and my tees and my shirts and my books and everything else. Take a look, JCristina.com. If there's something there you like, pick it up, help support me and my family. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay connected. We'll see you in the next one. Love you all.